high on lane 17 each time, not able to carry, and now leaving a 10 pin on lane 18. She trails by 32 pins at this moment.
Getting back to that human aspect, Wendy's high game was 290, but she also had a 150. So it did fluctuate as the week went on. The high scoring lessened as the week went on.
She had a couple of 150s actually, and she said, yeah, it's a good thing she had the bigger games to make up for it.
Another 4 pin on lane 17. Now Wendy's going to have to make a little bit of an adjustment on 17.
What's Kelly have there?
Well, I always consider that her pillow, but that's her rosin bag. She likes to keep her hand nice and dry.
Well, she does have a big hand, but holy cow. I guess if she doesn't like the pillows in a hotel, she can always rely on that. Wendy covering up the 4 pin. A little bit earlier in the season, the Bowling Writers Association of America voted Shirley Levins the Senior Female Bowler of the Year. John Falzone was on hand, the president of PWBA, to present her award. If she looks familiar and you don't know the name, that's formerly Shirley Hintz. Many of you knew her as that when she bowled on tour.
She's still a great bowler.
She is, tremendous bowler. Kelly now working on 4 in a row.
Boy, Jan, she is on fire. She is on fire.
She just say, I feel it.
I think we all feel it.
I think we do, as she now leads by 43 pins.
You will see this young lady on TV quite a bit in the future. This is the future of professional women's bowling.
It was interesting to listen to her, Kathy, and the reason she puts so much pressure on herself to win now is because she said she wants to beat the best while the cream of the crop is here and at their best. She doesn't want to beat them as they age. She thinks this is the cream of the crop right here, right now, and wants to beat them.
That is correct. And that's a great way to look at it.
Okay, now a 10 pin. Will she blank out the last 10 pin?
I don't see her having a problem. I think she's going to make this one. She's loose. She's more confident. She's got a string of strikes behind her. She conquered lane 17.
And it's not for the win.
And it's not for the win. Yet.
Okay, show her how.
Yet.
She made all week long.
Oh my.
That's why the lane is as long as it is.
It's a good thing. Wow, that was close. I would look for her to catch it a little more on the inside the next time if she leaves another one. Okay, a little bit of an opening for Wendy, the 3-time WBC Queens champion, tied with Millie Ignesio, who won it 3 times way back in 67, 70, and 71.
What a tremendous career, and she's still going. That was not a good shot the minute she let it go. It was left off her hand. It didn't hold in the oil. And it's a very difficult spare. The 3, 9, 10. She's going to have to hook her ball over to get right in between the 3, 10, but hard enough on the 3 pin to carry out the 9.
Oh, and just misses that spare. NHL action heats up again Monday night as the Mighty Ducks try to even up their series with the Devils. Join John Saunders and Chris Berman for Sports Center at the Stanley Cup Finals at 7:30 p.m. Then tune to ABC as Game 4 gets underway. Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals, presented by Nextel, is Monday night at 8 Eastern on ABC Sports Championship Television.
Well, I think she just dropped that ball right off her hand. It looked like she lost that at the point of release because that ball did nothing. Wendy doesn't look like she has a good rhythm.
Well, after that open frame, and she said rhythm, Kathy, you mentioned that. That was her key, her weakness.
She gets into a timing and rhythm problem. Watch right here. She looks a little late coming into the release. Right there. It just looks like she dropped it right off her hand. And you can tell.
And that's what she said. She gets late, and that's when she's grabbing at the ball. And Carol Giannotti had helped her with that this week somewhat throughout the tournament.
Keep your shoulder up.
Kelly-Kulick now up with a big lead, 56 pins as she steps into the 8th frame. And going high, 3-6-10.
She threw that too slow. I think ball speed was a factor on that shot. She might be getting a little relaxed because she basically has the game in hand. So sometimes you tend to relax a little bit. One of the great things about being a little nervous and having anxiety is it keeps you on top. It keeps you focused. You don't let your guard down for a minute.
That's right. It is easy to get just a little bit kind of complacent and just make your shot, go through the motions, and that's when you get in trouble. But I think if she has a choice, she'll take the big lead.
Absolutely, and Kelly opted to hook at that spare.
A lot of the professionals shoot that with a plastic spare ball and go straight at it.
Yes, normally the only spares that the girls will hook at are your double-wooded spares because you need the power to knock out the back pin.
So Kelly now up by 53 pins as she steps up in the 9th frame. It appears she has things well in control.
Keep your shoulder up.
Oh, and just when I said that, the 2-8-10, and Kathy, really not a way to pick this up unless you get lucky with bouncing some pins, or is there any way?
I don't think I've ever seen it made. This is a tough one, unless I think a left-handed bowler probably has a better chance at making it, but there are some centers that you can bounce the pins off the back and they bounce back into the pit and get the pins.
Or if you could back it up, if you could throw a backup ball, that would be the way to ideally probably try to shoot this. So an open frame for Kelly-Kulick. She has 202 though in the 9th frame, and the best Wendy Macpherson can shoot would be 203. So really Kelly-Kulick would need to muster up 2 pins in the 10th frame. And that's assuming Wendy strikes out, and she doesn't. So Kelly-Kulick survives match 2, defeating Wendy Macpherson, and she'll advance. But first, our athletes give their opinions on some new recording artists right after this.